This is Chicago's very own WGN Evening News at 5.
8 days to go until the Illinois primary, and tonight we take an in-depth look at the Republican candidates for governor.
WGN political reporter Taman Bradley is here with a profile on that race. Hi, Taman.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Micah. First, Governor Rauner angered Republicans when he signed a bill providing protection for undocumented immigrants in Illinois. Conservatives mostly stuck with him, but then the governor changed course on abortion. On a sunny afternoon last September in Chicago, with the stroke of his pen, Governor Bruce Rauner ensured a primary challenge.
I personally am pro-choice. I always have been.
The Republican governor signed into law a bill expanding taxpayer-funded abortions to include women on Medicaid and those covered under state health care plans.
I am being true to my values and my views.
Among conservatives, an explosion of anger.
Bruce Rauner's a failed governor.
He is now lying to us.
GOP lawmakers said behind the scenes, Rauner told them he would veto the bill. Even Cardinal Blaise Cupich weighed in on the betrayal, telling the Chicago Tribune Rauner broke his word. Conservatives went shopping for a challenger. They found State Representative Jeannie Ives of Wheaton.
Governor Rauner has failed the integrity test in many ways.
Rauner's agenda has the national media paying attention. The National Review called Rauner the worst Republican governor in America. But Rauner believes he's on the right track. He says his pro-business, union-weakening reforms are the right medicine for a state that lost 33,000 residents last year alone.
Illinois still needs property tax relief, real term limits, and a budget that won't bankrupt or break us. I choose to fight.
When Ives started raising funds for a campaign, Rauner dismissed her.
It's part of the process. You get some fringe elements or whatever coming in.
The two only met once during the campaign when they appeared before the Tribune editorial board.
The governor's gotten nothing done, and nothing's going to be different.
This election has got to be about a revolution. My first few years in office, I've laid the foundation for a dramatic change in my second term.
That is patently false, because you're not better off today than you were 3 years ago.
Rauner's first term was marked by an epic clash with Democratic Speaker of the House Michael Madigan.
I am not in charge. I'm trying to get to be in charge.
Rauner tied his turnaround agenda to signing a budget. The Rauner versus Madigan fight was almost like a game of chicken, but it was no game. Vital state social services and public college and universities were held hostage.
My advice to the governor, if he's interested, would be stop functioning in the extreme.
Somebody thinks I should just sign off on bad policy alone, tax hike alone, or pension kick the can alone with no reforms. No way.
The feud lasted 736 days, and the state's backlog of unpaid bills soared. In the end, Republican lawmakers broke ranks and sided with the Democrats to finally pass an income tax hike. The governor is making taxes a big campaign theme.
This is a 2x4 smacked across the foreheads of the people of Illinois.
Unable to win approval for his turnaround agenda, Rauner has campaigned on the historic overhaul of Illinois' K-12 school funding formula. He says he was intimately involved. It is true the law came about after he set up a commission to study school funding, but when an overhaul plan passed the General Assembly, Rauner vetoed the bill, citing concern it bailed out the Chicago Public School District.
Governor Rauner will not win the primary because his base has left him.
To defeat Rauner, Ives is trying to activate the far right.
Thank you, Bruce Rauner.
Thank you for signing legislation that lets me use the girls' bathroom.
This TV commercial caused a firestorm. Some in the party say Ives went too far.
I think it's edgy. Absolutely. I want to know why people are so offended by it.
Ives says the images are an accurate representation of Governor Rauner's policies. Rauner spent most of his time looking past Ives, focusing on Madigan and the Democratic frontrunner for Governor J.B. Pritzker. But recently, Rauner started tying Ives to Madigan.
Jeannie Ives, she can't serve you because she already serves him.
Ives, a West Point grad, Army veteran, is blasting Rauner over his handling of the Legionnaires outbreak at the Illinois Veterans Home in Quincy.
What the hell is wrong with this governor? Veterans and their families are getting sick and dying, Governor. Get them out of there now.
The race may come down to money. Some conservative donors have abandoned Rauner for Ives. She's raised $3.5 million. But Rauner has collected more than $75 million, with more than $50 million coming from the governor's own fortune. If Governor Rauner hangs on, he still has a lot of work to do to improve his standing among the right. Ives and others have said they are not willing to commit to supporting Rauner in the fall. Ben and Michael will look at the Democrats tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow at 5 o'clock, we're going to have a closer look at the Democrats, as you said, the ones who are running for Illinois governor. You can also watch all of Taban's political profiles on our website, WGNTV.com/decision2018.